Okay, well, I'm sitting here with Stephen Olson, who wrote Come Back Wayne, and which was just read. Stephen, thank you for being here.
Thank you for letting me come in.
And you are primarily a writer, yes?
Yes.
And how did you come to the Actors Workout Studio?
I'm still involved with a group out of Culver City, the LA Play Readers.
Mm-hmm.
And two other people from that group wanted to do something in an actual theater setting and do like a showcase. So while we were looking for theaters to use, I came across the Actors Workout Studio. And from viewing your website, I found out about the Writers Workshop. So I contacted you directly or Stacy directly and asked, how do you get involved? And next thing I knew, I was a writer in residence at the Actors Workout Studio.
Beautiful. So for Come Back Wayne, as a member, that was a writing assignment, right?
Actually, no, it wasn't. I was on the set of a movie called The French Cowboy. I was playing the French cowboy's sidekick. His name was Stompy. And there was a lot of downtime. And while I was there, I got talking to one of the other actors who had gotten into this same film because he always wanted to do a Western. And so as we were talking, we said, well, maybe we could do one ourselves on this set. And we found out that the cost of the set was pretty expensive. So then we started talking about it and thinking about it. And I said, well, it doesn't really have to be a Western. What if it's a contemporary Western? It doesn't have to be in a Western setting. He said, yeah, that might work. And then right after I said that, I said, what if we made it a contemporary story where you have two executive people and one of them wants to get out of the grind and become a cowboy? And so while I was waiting for me to come in to do the filming, I wrote the script.
Wow.
And I showed it to him and he thought it was great and we were going to film it, but that never worked out. And then I had another friend who was just getting connected with the Torrance Public Access Station. They had built this great set to make it look like a cafe, and they wanted short films to be filmed on this cafe. So originally, Come Back Wayne was written to take place in a bar. So I rewrote it again and said, okay, we'll put it in a cafe. And then COVID-19 hit and the Torrance Public Access Station shut down. A friend of mine got me involved with doing Zoom recordings for my scripts. And one of the ones that we decided to do was Come Back Wayne. And in the process of us working on other scripts before we got to this one, I decided, why don't I write it so that it actually works as a Zoom platform? And so we did basically a table read, but instead of having it in a cafe or a bar, it's two men on a computer talking to each other. So it's gone through several versions.
When you brought it to our studio, there were some actors that were really right for it, which we cast, and we put it in, and they happened to match it perfectly, and we put it up. And thank you for allowing us to do it. It sounds like this has had quite an incarnation. And so tell me what else. You said you had another play running that's somewhere playing that's in a festival. Tell me about that.
Right now, I submitted a play before COVID-19 to the Durango Arts Center in Durango, Colorado. And they had accepted it. And then COVID-19 hit and they closed their theater. And I was thinking, oh, it's not going to work. But then they contacted me a couple of months ago and said, we're going to do a virtual reading of it. And this one is called The Booth.
Is this the one that's in first place as we speak?
Now it is. It's in first place.
So before we go, tell us how we can get on to see it, and so our audience will know about it.
If you go to YouTube and you do a search for TMP, that's Thomas Michael Paul, 2020 finalist, you'll see a list of all 8 scripts that got accepted and mine is the booth. And so if you give me a
So this
thumbs
is
up,
the booth at, I'm gonna just promote you here, okay? TMP
Okay.
2020 finishers, the booth. You can check it online and vote for Stephen's play.
right.
So
And keep
Stephen,
me
we're
in first
honored.
place.
You're in first place at the moment, so get in
Yes.
there, everybody, and vote for him. Stephen, we're so honored to have you, and thank you for letting us use your play, match some of our actors perfectly. We were able to cast it and put it up, and we're really grateful to you for being a part of this.
And anytime I can get a piece performed, you know, that's, I mean, there's no point in writing if no one ever performs it. So it's always an honor to have a piece selected.
Well, thank you, and thanks for meeting with me today. Have
Sure.
a good one. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.